Welcome to SD Productions and our second series. In this series we will be looking at track days, how to obtain a race license, the typical race weekend, flags, how classes are determined, the bikes, and how championships work. And we'll also have a special episode on road racing. We hope you enjoy the show. Now, I've been asked a couple of times how are the classes determined. Well, classes are determined mainly by bike and engine size, and at national level they're broken down even more. Now, different clubs call their classes different names, even if they have the same bikes in them. For example, World 100 Club call their 600 class the Formula 600 class. Now, that is open to all 600cc bikes, whereas EMRA call their class the Open 600 class. Dead straightforward. Now, some clubs will break it down even further to make it fairer. For example, Motorsport GB run a pre-National Sport 600 class. Now, that is open to clubman licence holders or newly qualified national licence holders. And they also have a pre-National Freshman class open to novice riders. Now, quite a few clubs run a similar sort of thing. Personally, I love the idea. It's a great way for the novice riders to fight for a championship in their first season on the same tracks that the national license holders do and what have you. And it will also give them a chance to fight with riders who are a similar ability. Now, another way of splitting up the classes is by age. There are some fantastic classes mainly designed to bring young talent through. For example, BEMC run a class called the Team Green Junior Cup. Now, to be eligible for the series, you have to be between age 13 and 18, and you can either ride a Kawasaki Ninja 300 or the Ninja 400, and you can either run Pirelli or Bridgestone tyres. Now, I quite like that. That makes it quite even, and again, it gives the young riders a chance to ride on big circuits if they've come through the mini moto scene and the mini bike scene. Gives them a chance to run on a big circuit against people that are a similar age and probably going to be a similar ability. Now, at national level, which is British Superbikes, they have a lot of support series, and one of the support series there is the British Talent Cup. Now, again, that is designed to bring young talent through and is designed to get these young kids on the road to MotoGP. Now, if you don't know what MotoGP is the absolute pinnacle of motorcycle racing. Think of it as the World Cup of bike racing. It's dead straightforward. Now, these guys ride NSF Moto 3 machines, which are all built to the same specs to keep the series nice and fair. So the British Talent Cup is part of Dorna's Road to MotoGP. Now, Dorna is the exclusive commercial and TV rights holder for the MotoGP class, FIM CEV Repsol, which is the Junior World Championship, World Superbikes, and a few other Talent Cup series around the world. So the route Dorna and the organisers hope that the riders will take in the series is that riders will start out in the British Talent Cup, and they will progress if they win the championship or catch Dorna's eye. They will move on then to the Junior World Championship, which is basically held in Spain, but that's where most of the Moto 3 World Championship teams have quite like a junior team in the Junior World Championship, so then that will bring young riders through, and then they progress full time into World Moto 3 Championship, which is very competitive, just like all Moto 3 racing. At the World Championship level, there are lots of race series, but the pinnacle of all motorcycle racing is, like we said earlier, MotoGP. Now, MotoGP is followed around the world by Moto 3 and the Moto 2 World Championship. They are the support series for the main event. All three classes run bikes that are prototype machines, so you can't go to a dealership and buy them. Now, if you're into race bikes that are slightly like the ones that come out the showroom, you'll be into superbike racing. Or there is Super Sport and Super Stock. We'll get into a little bit more detail about the bikes in the next episode. Now, there is a World Superbike Championship, which is followed around the world by the World Supersport 600 class, which is obviously 600cc machines. And at the European rounds of the championship, they are followed around by the World Supersport 300 series. And yeah, I know it seems a bit strange that they're calling it World Supersport when it's only European-based events. We'll gloss over it. Now, here in Britain, we have the fantastic British Superbike Championship, which is our national series, and they run over 12 rounds. and they have many support race series which include the British Talent Cup, the British Junior Supersport Championship, the Ducati Tri-Options Cup, the British Supersport 600 Championship, the British GP2 Cup, which is Moto2 machines, the National Superstock 600 and 1000 Championship, and also the British Sidecar Championship. So as you can see there guys, lots of many race series there for lots of different bikes. Now we'll explain more about the bikes in the next episode. Thank you for watching.